Hagerman Pass is a challenging gravel bike ride near Leadville, Colorado. If you persevere through the at times rocky trail, extended climbs, and high altitude, you'll be rewarded with magnificent views and technical descents. The route starts at a popular parking area in the southern tip of Turquoise Lake and follows the main road for a few miles. At a fork, stick left to start on Hagerman Road. The road is nicely graded gravel, typically wide enough for two directions of traffic. Through this section, you'll experience gentle grades and smooth gravel. That won't always be the case, so prepare your climbing spirit for what comes ahead. At the Horseshoe Bend, you'll pass the trailheads for Native Lake and Windsor Lake before finding the trailhead for Hagerman Pass. This marks the start of the Jeep Road that makes up the bulk of the route. The Jeep Road begins as a simple extension of the gravel road before it. However, it doesn't take too long for the grade to increase and the terrain to become rockier. Some gravel bike trail ports would suggest turning around here. The steeper, looser, rockier terrain is indicative of much of the trail going forward. From here until the top of the pass, which crosses the Continental Divide at 11,925 feet of elevation, you ride through a mix of steep, loose ascents along with some smoother areas.
Whew.
The most difficult climb has a mix of sand, off-camber ruts, and loose rocks. I only have video of the descents through this area, but it gives you an idea of what you would have to climb up.
This guard was a little bit annoying on the way up too.
Everything was rideable on a gravel bike. Keep in mind, I'm primarily a mountain biker. I enjoy this kind of stuff. Also keep in mind, I'm not an especially good mountain biker. This terrain is not extreme, even though it might feel like it at times on 40mm tires. For experienced bikers or cyclists, it's really a question of whether or not you'll enjoy this terrain. I knew I would, so I continued on. Once at the divide, take in the views, take a picture, and make a decision. You can turn around now or continue down the other side of the pass. The other side brings you close to Ivanhoe Lake and boasts what I consider the most fun descents of the whole route. That also means it was the worst part to climb up. It's at this point that I finally remembered to take some videos, and this started towards Ivanhoe Lake, beginning with a small water crossing. You can hear my feet splashing into the water.
Hey, Chippy. Absolutely soaked my shoes.
The trail on the west side of the pass is consistently rocky. It's possible to carry speed through some areas, but I had to slow down for the rougher ones. The views are amazing for the entire descent. Once you get to the western trail of Hagerman Pass at the bottom, you can make a sharp left to go to Ivanhoe Lake. It's a beautiful lunch spot. The road doesn't look steep, but it feels like a grind after already doing well over 2,000 feet again. There are a few more trails beyond the lake for those ambitious enough to continue. The Colorado Midland Railroad can be accessed at the far side of the lake. The service road takes you to this railroad, which was at one point the highest railroad. Unfortunately, I was too tired by this point to give it a go. Let me know if you've seen it. Should I go back and try it? Should I update this route if I do? Whether or not you extend the route, you'll be returning to the west end of Hagerman Pass the way you came in. Leaving Ivanhoe Lake is a very pleasant and fast downhill back to the west end of Hagerman Pass. I found the first mile and a half on this end of the pass to be the hardest part of the ride, by far. It averages over 8% grade and peaks out over 17%. These are tough grades to handle on a gravel bike loaded down with a fat man. You can hear in my voice how tired I was just after finishing that 17% grade section.
Ugh. Whew. Been stopped here a while.
After that, progress is steadier. It's more manageable incline and grip is easier to find. Just enjoy the views while you pedal away. You'll get to the Continental Divide soon enough.
You've done it once more.
The exposed area above Hagerman Lake is the loosest descent on this side of the divide. I had to dab on a couple occasions to keep myself upright.
Oh man, I don't remember. How do I bike up this? Fear of getting struck by lightning.
After that, it gets steadily smoother as you get closer to the trailheads. After the trailheads, it really speeds up. Feel free to let it rip as you approach Turquoise Lake. Once down from the road to Hagerman Pass, you can decide to extend your ride a few miles by going around the other side of Turquoise Lake. This can be done on the road or on some single track closer to the shoreline. While I'd love to try the single track, I was too tired to do any more technical riding that day, so I headed straight back to the car. I hope you enjoyed this ride report. I had a blast on it. I'll go back to the area soon to find more riding, be it on the gravel bike or mountain bike. Let me know what you thought. This is my first video, so let me know if you liked it. If people are interested, I'll continue to make these little route reports when I go riding. Hope to see you out there in your next adventure.
Oh, my ass.